All right, traders, welcome on back here this Monday afternoon. Great to have all of us back inside our live trading room. I saw Kerry, Chuck, Kathleen, Andrea, Grant, Gillis, Margaret, Phil, Michael, Farzad, Jeff, all of us just joining us here inside our live trading room. A full house here for Monday. So great to have all of us, though, back there, all of us back on Facebook Live, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, the works. Got a face for radio this afternoon now, but popping up right above me, below me right there at Cyber Trading You. As always, just make sure to hit the follow or subscribe button down below. But I'll tell you what, looking at Bitcoin here, are we going to see a decent afternoon? One can only hope. It all begins with building support from this area. We built a nice little Fausto flag pretty much off of the Friday closing price, which was the May closing price for IBIT. So if we're going to run one moment. If you're on social media, give me a quick moment here. Just ended up resetting my screen just inside our live trading room. Just one moment. Log back in for all of them there. You could see the screen though on just the market right now, the SPY. So just give me a quick second here. My apologies, but yeah, just checking in right now, seeing how the markets are holding up pretty well. All right, should be good here, folks. Just right now, let me know all of us inside the live trading room. We should be good. Now we are. All right, so my screen locked up for a quick moment, but we are back, and now you can see the screen on the SPY. So we've been doing pretty well across the day today, right? Markets are at the high of the day, but in relation to where Bitcoin's at right now, this here to begin with is not good. To see it kind of flush right back down below the, what we were expecting to try and see as support. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's worth watching here heading into the afternoon. I know that we did pretty well on the RVYL trade at least earlier today. I say earlier today because it is not worth watching now. It's up and down. Thing is done for now at this point. We did pretty good on the kids trade KIDZ. Chuck called that out earlier as a nice little pop. We did pretty good earlier on CLF, just more in the pre-market. At least this one was. Nice little pop in the after hours from Friday, but then little bounce in pre-market, little bounce after the market opened up. Our big mover of the day, though, was on the APLD. So we talked about this one a bit in our workshop just earlier, Traders Talk. And from where we left off on it, well, it's still holding support, you could say, from that quote unquote historical area, but it's even more so off of $10. $10, 9.90 as iceberg levels. Try and see those levels flip into support too. And that's what you saw more of here heading into the afternoon. So APLD will definitely just put on our watch list to begin. We'll see if there's anything also just moving much like this here heading into the close. Make quick use of my time just because my screen froze up on me there for a moment. Let's just go across the percent gainers and losers list here. LYRA. This was up off of phase 3 pharmaceutical trial news. So it's not surprising it's up this much, 380+%, but there's no trend to it though. It's all profit taking today. I wouldn't be short this right now, but otherwise there hasn't been really any good movement going up. There is here though. MODV, MODV, nice little pop just now. I saw this pop up on my Benzinga scan a little while ago. I don't think I called it out though in the chat. I don't think I really made it a comment or called it out inside our room. Well, better now than ever. So add that, looking pretty good. This has probably a pretty good order book right now as well. 10,000 shares on the bid, 11,000 shares on the bid right here. Probably going to find larger resistance ahead of $3. That would be my bet. All right, so that's good. VERA, nice chart. Zoomed in, it kind of looked good. Zoomed in, it kind of looked pretty good there, but we'll pass on that trade for right now. This one I was gonna get too excited to check out, just see where it was on the graph, but we've done pretty well on this UAVS trade before. It's like kind of like a drone-esque type of stock. Just you could see back from November time with the rest of them pretty much. Archer, Arcad, Jobby, ONDS back then. It was back when like the New Jersey drone situation was going on. So whatever news came out here that led to a short squeeze up to begin, it just broke a new high before, but pretty quick rejection. I don't like how fast it pulled back right there. So much like this, HKPD up and down it already went. So we're done with that. INM, you remember INM from earlier today? This was like a $7, $8 stock. Now it's at like $3 again. So, these are day trades. They're very low float equities that if we do decide to call out, that you're playing a dangerous game of musical chairs. And we're not trying to wait until the music stops to find our seat. We just want to find our seat pretty comfortably. So, going back to the kids, same to be said there. Ritter, whatever. Thin order book. I mean, pretty empty there too. So I'll pass on that. See if there's anything else looking better here at this point. NVVE, going back to that other drone stock, ONDS. This one's holding up a little bit better, at least compared to the UAVS trade. Aluminum here, CENX had a big overnight move with, I think it was ex-US Steel. TEM, Pelosi trade, doing pretty good today at least. And I'll tell you what, this stock got crushed. What was it, last week? Wow, it recovered all the way? Holy shit. You don't even realize how far a stock goes up or down. Like, I remember we traded this the other day last week. This thing made a full-fledged recovery, and it'll probably make and then more, right? And some. Right now, I'm not going to put this on our main list at least yet, but we'll probably come back to this tomorrow. UMAC up a little bit. Nothing really too much to write home about there. APLS, kind of same deal a little bit. RCKT was a potential gap fill, but this cooled off quite a bit after, so we're done now on that trade. Hot hand from last week, NVTS trying to go back up a little bit here. Is it possible it tries to repeat what it did last week, go from 450 up to near 8? Today, not so much. All right, so I'll tell you what, folks. Michael, Kathleen, I see Barbara here, Roseanne, Michael, Steve, Peter, all of us just here in chat. Let me know if anything else looks pretty good from your side of things, from the gainer side. Markets are up right now, at least. So, we got that going for us. But otherwise, I'll tell you, Bitcoin rejected that resistance area pretty well, meaning it did not flip it into support where it could have. Let's take a look over on the loser side here, see if there's any good shorts. I can't short this one. BMGL. Not a surprise, though. What goes up comes back down. Man, I'll tell you, not really too many familiar names down percentage-wise with the SPY, the HOD, and the Qs there as well. But Pony got crushed this morning. I didn't recognize that until now. This got demolished here. 20 straight down to 16. Probably took a lot of stops out in the process. It's not going up yet, though, so no real trade on it just yet, I'd say. DraftKings down a little bit, lower highs, not really making a lower low yet, though. For as much as runs squeezed up the other week, the other past few days. Oh, that's right. Well, I forgot about the big gap down anyway there. That's right. Well, even from there, I tried to go up a little bit more, but then failed. So this could be back as a good short trade. Just a little slow for my blood, though, here, and not as close to the lows as I'd want it to be. AI, you could say kind of is. This was coming off good earnings from the other day last week. I guess it's been filling the gap pretty much ever since. Might have more room to drop down towards even a 24 and change, maybe even 23 and change there. You know what? Doesn't hurt for us to put this on our list as a potential short. It's not like something I'm like screaming about here at least, but it's tradable. If you're looking for a lower low, want to try and see it re-break below 25 sooner rather than later, I wouldn't just jump into the short. wait for 25 to get broken through first, but there could be more downside on that should that happen. All right, so just like that, we're pretty much at 5% or below. So I will take any and all recommendations, folks. Anything else looking good here, you let me know. That we got the MODV there, Grant, looking pretty decent for right now. Going back to GDX, right? So yeah, GDX at this stage I could put on our watch list. We talked about that briefly in our workshop earlier. If I put GDX on our list, just realize that there are certain stocks that might go, but your better bet is really just GDX. Has a little volatility to it. The other gold mining stocks don't really have good volatility to it. So they're not a great day trade because they're a little slow. They're good swing trades. That's why we would like them. But as far as GDX today goes, this would be the one that I would rather like look to day trade, maybe see if I can scalp a quick 30, 50-cent trade on something like this. And really for GDX, that's not much. That's not like a big win. But given how much it already popped here so far today, should it look to re-break resistance here right around 53.75, 53.80-ish? You might be able to get to squeeze up to 54 plus today, if not tomorrow, and maybe even up to 55. All right, so I don't see much else here, folks. We'll check out Benzinga Pro before we call it a wrap. RITR. Again, the thing with this one is that there's like nobody out there in the order book. No one real is out there. So I'll pass. I know it's moving up a little bit, but you know, pick and choose your battles. VERA, I guess also this is going up too, right? But in terms of picking and choosing our battles, yeah, you could say the same here. I'd rather at least trade the ones that we already have on our list. All right, folks. So, hey, not a big watch list really here to work with, but that's why we say start and stick with what we got, and then we'll be back on here just shortly after 3 o'clock Eastern. If there's anything else moving at that point, we'll look to, see what's out there and make the calls. But start with ModV, start with ONDS, start with APLD. Those are still good trades to work with. And then the AI is like more of a speculative short. All right. All right, folks. But again, if you're not joining us on social media, Facebook Live, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, the works, just right on the corner left, you got there at Cyber Trading U. Look to hit the follow or subscribe button down below. And then otherwise, feel free to join us inside our live trading room. Just go right down to the link scrolling on the bottom there, ctu.co/trial. And then we look forward to having you. All right, folks.